Hello, my name is Dawn, and today I'm speaking about shame and guilt. Something that's not very fun to talk about, but needs to be, explored more, because 90% of us, of our consciousness, of our mind, is subconscious. We're running on 10% consciousness, and we're aware of. So the rest is subconscious, which means, we can't really, studies have shown that years of talk therapy, to change that 90% of your subconscious, it takes some effort. And it takes being really, really gentle with yourself as you go forth with it. So, guilt. Guilt is when you feel bad for something you've done. So you've hurt someone's feelings. You didn't show up when you said you were going to, or you said something that in retrospect was coming from a more primitive, primal part of your brain. You weren't really in your more heart center when you said it. We all do that, right? We all do things that we feel bad about, we wish we wouldn't have done. And so that is something that when you're coming across guilt, feeling guilty for something you've done, and I have, I've done things in the past where I felt bad about what I've done. I said something to a loved one that I was like, why did I say that? I'm claiming to be a teacher here and a healer, and here I am saying the most horrific things to my boyfriend, or I'm exploding on my kid, like, I'm tired, I can't do this anymore, go get your water yourself, where ideally I'd want to be like, you're 10 years old, you can now get the water yourself when you're thirsty. There's my cat, wow, I'm hungry, meow, 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 and I just get home and I've worked all day, I haven't eaten, and I'm like, I haven't eaten either, I'm gonna eat first. And when I was younger, I was kind of a bad girl when I was younger. I stole, I hurt people. Hurt people. And as a wounded healer, I have quite the past, quite the story. I did not, it was lower chakra survival of the fittest for me when I was younger. Growing up without much support led me to become very savage, very primal, very shameful, and very full of guilt. Guilt is an easily remedied thing. Obviously, the solution is forgiveness. The first thing is forgiveness for yourself, compassion for yourself. So, at the end of the day, if I can go, I really wish I wouldn't have raised my voice, because my resources weren't met, my needs weren't met. Parenting was hard tonight, and I wasn't the best mom that I wish I could have been. So, but you know what? Look what I did do. And I can always go back and I try to explain to my daughter, like, hey, babe, I hadn't taken care of my body today. I could have napped and I didn't. I didn't eat properly because I was trying to do these other things. Me and my girlfriends joke, we should have clones. We should have work us and then play us, and a clone to parent, a clone for relationships. I want a clone just to have fun. But the truth is, we're overextended in this society, and then we feel guilty about it. It's ridiculous. But yeah, self-forgiveness, and simply going back and explaining in the most authentic, vulnerable way. Like, I was not resourced. It's coming from a jackal part of my brain. How did this affect you? And what could I do differently next time? But try not to beat yourself up. And then we have shame. Shame is, that's a heavy topic. I could talk about it a while. I like to there's a Bach flower remedy, I think it's pine, for shame and guilt. It's really helpful when you're just feeling shame is a belief system that you just inherently are bad, that there's something inherently wrong with you. So guilt is, I've done something wrong. Shame is, I just am wrong. Like something ain't right about me. And everyone has it. We have been so conditioned through commercials like, your hair's not good enough. You don't have the best things. Shoot, I get it at work. I work, a few days a week at a salon, and there's this old school woman there who was raised in a different culture, and she'll be like, you're leaving? You're leaving work? You're not working more? And I haven't done anything wrong, right? I'm a human being, not a human doing. She has no idea the things that I'm channeling and doing, and then the healing work that I do, the projects on the side. But all I heard is like, you're bad, you're not working enough, you're not, shame part deux. Got cut off there. Yeah, so I was talking about the coworker who, believes that her belief system is that if I work a certain amount of time, then I'm worthy. Well, the whole point of that story and what it brought to my awareness is how, we're culturally taught to do, and that there's something wrong with us. Truth be told, we're all just unique and different, and we're in this culture that really wants us to all fit into certain molds that we don't. So practically, how can we become more aware? How can we become more loving with ourselves? It comes to self-acceptance. It comes to recognizing what you did do, what you did succeed in, and then anything that you're disappointed in that you didn't do that day, then noticing that and simply saying, I could have, but I didn't. Because shame and guilt are especially shame is very tied into the should word. So look at your shoulds and turn them into coulds, and turn into, find those I love myself anyways. If you're not doing it for yourself, you're doing it for your children, you're doing it for the people around you, and you're teaching them the new paradigm, the new era, which is a place of, I'm not perfect, and how freaking boring if I was. Some people, it feels really good to work 80 hours a week. Some people, it feels really good to work 20. There is no right or wrong way to be. It's all about what's best for you and your truth. And so, I will definitely be doing a video about seeking your truth in the future. What is your truth? What is good for you? And how to find it, how that connects into health, because the health field. So shame and guilt, noticing